here we see this now, and of course from the top it looks very beautiful.
Right.
But I'm sure there's a lot going on underneath it.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about what procedures you went through to come to this conclusion. What is going on under this footing?
Okay, so we used the base grid as the arena base.
Okay.
And put your footing on top of it.
So underneath this sand that we
So
see
that's
is
your base.
everywhere. That's the base.
And you can see how much it flexes. That means so spring and bounce is already coming up from the
Right.
base.
And I'm assuming that this grid also prevents a rolling type of procedure in the sand that keeps it more stable and in place. Is that correct?
Right. Now what it mainly does, it is a lifelong separation layer between your base and your sand, meaning that none of the natural soil, rocks can, or clay can migrate into your footing.
I see.
We used water lines, the drip lines, and
For the watering system.
for the watering system. This is the new way for irrigation, which we put underneath the grid. So the capillary effect of the sand pulls the moisture up. So you won't feel it, you won't hear it. You have perfect moisture throughout.
I see. So this arena
It's water
and
from the
arenas of similar type of construction are actually watered underground.
right. It's
And is it a manual system that waters it, or is it a computerized system?
It's computerized.
I see.
It works just like you use a timer for your overhead sprinkler. It's going in 6 cycles. One cycle drips for 3 to 5 minutes. The next cycle starts 5 minutes, and so on. So it's all computerized. It's maintenance free.
I see.
So you just program your computer, and you have the perfect moisture throughout.
I see. And the advantage to this type of watering system versus the overhead watering system.
It's
What the-
even moisture.
talk to us a little bit about
right.
that.
Overhead sprinklers, and everybody who has installed overhead sprinklers in the past, very, very tricky to get even moisture in. You always will have overlapping of 2 sprinklers, meaning you would have a big water paddle in
More
the
watering
middle,
in certain sections,
and no
less
watering at the track where the overhead sprinkler sticks out. Plus, in windy conditions, talk outside, it's almost impossible to water from above.
This must be very advantageous to warm climates like Florida.
And
California.
dry climates.
But
Because this system uses 50% of the water instead of going with
Right.
overhead sprinklers.
right.
Yeah.
Well, another thing that would come to mind for me is that this type of system prevents the kick walls from being constantly watered.
Exactly.
And because
exactly.
that can't be good for the kick walls.
Absolutely.